Hello. I didn't hear you come in. Welcome back to the In-Out-Delete Edit Bay of Horror. Tonight it's Robert's turn to share his accounts of the mysterious night at the movies. We hope this episode isn't too scary for you. Don't say we didn't warn you.
Next member up is Robert. He is particularly suspicious because on the night of, he was actually in the same car as Ian Pacheco. They rode together to and from the theater. Time is 10:29 p.m. Hello, Robert.
Hello?
As you know, I've brought all of you in for questioning for the disappearance of your friend Ian Pacheco.
Yeah, I know.
I've gathered that on the night of, you and your friends were invited to a special screening of The Shining. You went to the screening, came back to the studio, recorded, and went your separate ways.
Yes, that's correct, and I never saw him again.
But you might have some more details. You were actually in the same car as him. Anything you want to tell me?
Well, I gave him a ride to the theater and then back to the studio. He had his own car to go home. I swear I didn't see him after.
So, why would you drive him if he had his own car?
He didn't like to drive in East LA. He thought it was really ghetto. He thought his car would be in danger in that neighborhood.
Uh-huh. Is there anything strange about that night that you want to tell me?
Well, that's what I've been trying to tell you. There's something happening in the theater. Something strange.
So what's your story?
Well, it was a special screening of The Shining. As you know, one of the best movies of all time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and the thing is, the theater was empty. Normally these things are packed. The only other person there was a theater attendant.
This would be Denny?
Yeah, that's the guy.
Look, kid. I've heard this from your friends. So if you don't have anything I haven't heard yet, I think this makes you look suspicious.
Wait, you don't understand. There's something strange happening in the theater. Something you need to check out. I'm telling you, right from the beginning there was something strange. And I saw something.
What did you see?
Well, the entire theater was empty. We were the only ones there. When the movie was starting, I started to notice something wrong with the screen.
Suffered some kind of a complete mental breakdown. He ran amok.
Do you guys see that?
Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
This is bullshit.
Killed his family with an axe.
The projection on the screen is the most important thing at the theater. If the movie doesn't look exactly how the filmmaker intended, you're not getting the full experience.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Stacked them neatly in one of the rooms of the West Wing and...
This is absolutely ridiculous. How do they expect us to watch this when the projection is fucked up? Someone should go say something.
Are you gonna do it?
Absolutely not. I refuse to miss even a single frame of the film. You go do it.
Dude, we've all seen this movie like a million times. You're not gonna miss anything new.
Listen, we came to the theater to watch the film, and that's precisely what I'm gonna do. If they choose to fuck up with the projector, I will simply get my money back after the show. Now, since you clearly do not care about the movie-going experience as much as I do, you can go say something.
I do fucking care, and that's why I'm gonna fucking go. So your fucking precious movie experience won't be ruined. So I got up to find an attendant to let them know what was going on. Hello? It looked like there was nobody else working there. So I went up to the projection room. As I was walking up to the projecting room, something seemed weird. There was like a strange smell in the hall, and I could hear the projector. But I started to hear other things coming from that room. I started to get really creeped out. It sounded like some strange language, and it was getting louder and louder as I approached. I got to the door and knocked, and suddenly the chant stopped. Hello? As I walked in, I caught a glimpse of what was on the screen. It was Ian, there, on the screen being projected. Then Denny just popped out from behind the door.
Hello, young son.
Hey, how's it going? Is everything okay in here?
Why, yes, of course everything is fine. How may I be of assistance?
Well, it's just that I heard some strange noises as I was walking up here.
Strange noises. You must just have heard the film. After all, it is a horror film.
Yeah, well, actually, the reason why I came up here is because I think there's something wrong with the projector. When the movie started, it was flickering and showing some weird images.
Oh my! I'm so sorry about that. To be honest, we've been having some trouble with this old thing. And I've been doing all the repairs myself. But I assure you, everything is working properly now. You should be able to enjoy your film.
Okay. So it's just you working here or what?
But of course not. There are plenty of other souls here with me. We keep this place up and running for movie lovers. So many theaters lack character with this digital nonsense. These are films. They need to be shown as such.
Well, I agree with that.
Why don't you just run along now back to your seat next to Ian? Don't want to miss the rest of the film.
Yeah. Well, thanks for fixing the screen.
It's absolutely my pleasure. Run along now and enjoy the show.
I don't know exactly, but something's happening at the theater. You need to go check it out.
So that's it. The screen flickered a couple times.
Well, there was also the weird chanting.
Look, kid, that shit was probably all in your head. Since you love horror movies so much, that shit gets to you, and you imagine all this crap.
But I'm telling you the truth.
Let me ask you. Did you have anything against Ian Pacheco?
No. I mean, we were friends.
You know, I've been listening to your podcast to figure out who you guys are. And I've noticed some patterns.
Oh, you actually listened? Did you like it?
I don't fucking listen because I want to hear you guys talk about fucking movies.
Sorry.
I've noticed you may not like Ian Pacheco. There's some animosity there.
Well, we argue about movies. That's like what we do.
But this is different. You tend to always disagree with Ian Pacheco. But yet, he always wins the argument.
Well, those are just his opinions.
Uh-huh. I think you're jealous. This guy is clearly smarter than you and clearly knows more about movies than you do.
Well, he has a lot more time to watch movies. He doesn't even have a job.
This guy takes you to school every episode. And you end up with your tail between your legs like a little bitch.
That's not true. I don't care about what he says.
I pulled a little clip here. You tell me if I'm wrong about this.
So I really like this movie because of the sense of wonder that it brings. I think it's rare these days to watch a movie and think, oh, how did they do that? It's a great adventure movie with strong emotional themes and characters.
I'm sorry. Strong emotional themes and characters brings the wonder back? The only thing I was wondering is who do I speak to get my 3 hours of my life back? This was a terrible film. Some horrendous dialogue and zero character development. So are we supposed to believe that the whole world can be saved by an equation? Pfft. Stanley Kubrick called. He wants his shots back. A poor attempt to make a film with such grand ideas like 2001: A Space Odyssey. Delete this film and let's send Christopher Nolan back to screenwriting class for some lessons in character development.
No way, man. You're completely wrong on this. The action space scene was so realistic. The special effects were so great that you were instantly transported to space. And the score? You can't tell me that wasn't a great score.
If all you want is to see spaceships, you can just go back to your garage and keep playing with your Star Trek models. And what's so hard about making space look real? It's literally all black. Nolan only thinks he's a good filmmaker. And the score? If I want to hear organs, I can just go to church. This film is deleted. Next.
Ouch. Sounds like he shit on one of your favorite movies.
Well, it doesn't matter what he says. I still love Interstellar.
It's just that movie? He always shuts you down. How did that make you feel?
Look, it's annoying sometimes. He only likes like classic movies and fucking hipster indie movies. If it's mainstream, he hates it.
Sounds to me like you don't like him. I think you're jealous.
But just because I disagree with him doesn't mean I hate him.
I think you don't like the fact that he is clearly smarter than you are. He has all the film knowledge and it irritates you. Because you want to be the alpha nerd. You want to be the know-it-all.
Look, he wasn't even supposed to be on this podcast. We're all just supposed to be like normal people watching movies, not like film buffs and stuff. Then Ricardo invited him on. This guy actually went to film school, and all he does is like freelance work, so he has all this free time to watch everything. It's not fair.
So you wanted him out, and you got rid of him.
I want him out of the podcast. That doesn't mean I would kill the guy. Jesus Christ.
Well, kid, if you were the last one to see him, and now I have a motive, things aren't looking good for you. So do you want to do it the easy way, or do you want to do it the hard way?
Wait, no. I didn't do anything, I swear. It was a theater. You need to go check it out.
Yeah, Burley here. Uh-huh. Okay. We'll come back to this. Sit tight, I gotta check on something.
Are you still there? We hope you enjoyed this episode because next week we will have the final 2 episodes of the Edit Bay of Horror. I sure hope to see you there because there are plenty of frights left.